What is going on, viewers of YouTube? Since what are you guys? My review of the Marvel Legends Infinite Series Avengers Age of Ultron War Machine Mark II action figure. As per usual, I do want to highlight the packaging. It does say build a figure Hulkbuster at the top there. Right here it does say Avengers Age of Ultron with the Marvel symbol on the top of that. Here we have a nice window display where you would see the figure and all his accessories. Down the bottom of the box you see Marvel Legends Infinite Series Marvel's War Machine. I don't know why it's Marvel's War Machine. Do they not have the license to one of their movie characters? Weird, but it's there. Out of the box, we do get this nice concept image of War Machine looking absolutely stunning. I do love the black and white effects with all the mist and everything, and just a lot of attention to detail for just a simple box art. And it is the same on the other side. Back of the box, we do have the rest of the wave, and you know, the listings for which part comes with to build the Hulkbuster, which I built, and I am very excited to review for you guys. Right above that, we do get War Machine himself in this really funky pose. Whoever poses these guys needs to be fired immediately. And here's a biography of the character. If you like, pause and read that now, you can. As for the figure himself, this guy is pretty cool for a repaint of the Iron Patriot way back in 2013 when it was released, but this guy definitely has some brand new features and a new head sculpt. Let's take a closer look. As for the head sculpt, it is pretty damn accurate to the movie. He wasn't really shown too much in Avengers Age of Ultron, but from what I can see, he's pretty screen accurate. He does have the red outlining on the eyes with that kind of orangey white, you know, just filling in there. I do love the silver and the metallic black used all throughout the head. It has this glossy effect with all these tiny dots around it. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it's the subtle effects that you could see in person that really make the paintwork very unique out of all the Iron Man figures. And I love all the paneling they did on this with all the indentations on the face. You know, they're not just painted on, they're actually molded in, which is always appreciated with Marvel Legends figures considering they've gone downhill since Toy Biz. I do have a little bit of a paint scuff on his temples there. It's kind of annoying. It's not that bad on this side, just a tiny bit. Again, you can't see it on camera, but it is something to consider. I do love all these paneling at the back and everything. Just, it's such a beautiful mold, and they really nailed it with the shape as well. His cheeks are kind of puffed out compared to the rest of the head, as it should be since War Machine is a bulky character. And same goes for the rest of the figure. Beautiful paintwork. I'm going to give you guys a 3/6 here to show you all the different shades of silver and black they use. I love this spine too. I always appreciate the, it's going to sound weird, I always like Iron Man's armored spine. Just all the panels and stuff, how they work with each other, especially on Hot Toys, is always freaking cool. Do love all this black paint here. You can even lift it up. Even his little joints here are painted. Ew, what is this thing? It's like a piece of hair. That's kind of gross. But you can tell they put a lot of detail in the gauntlets with all these indentations here, these lines, panelings, everything. Do like the abs too. Very cool. And actually here you can actually see all those little dots they have on the chest and everything. Very sparkly and stuff. And as far as the arc reactor goes, you can tell it does have that white filling like the eyes did. It does have some decals that say Lieutenant Colonel James Rhodes. I think it said that on the Iron Patriot. It does say FF 445. I'm kind of blind right now. It does have a star insignia on his left gauntlet, looking pretty damn cool. As far as his back goes, he does have the peg holes, obviously for his turret, which I'll show later in the video. Great detail on the joints and the legs and everything. They really did a good job hiding the joints too. You can see there's a lot of work put into there with the shiny metallic paint and all the panels and stuff, especially the indentations. A lot of indentations on this guy. It's a big word. I like that word. Anyway, I do like the silver they use for the thighs and everything. Very symmetrical. His knee, it's a bit off. It's on a very loose piece of rubber. I may have to use some, you know, some stuff to fix that, but it's not honestly that big a deal. It doesn't hinder his articulation anyway. And you know, moving down on the figure, I do like his boots and everything, how his armor covers his heel and everything. That's really cool. Wish they would have put some more paintwork on below the kneecaps, but it's not that big of a deal. His feet even have a lot of detail, actually. You could tell he does have peg holes in case you want to give him a stand, and just a lot of paneling and stuff. As for articulation, this guy does have a ton. If you have the Iron Patriot back from 2013, you know how this guy is. His head can fully rotate. Be careful of his cheeks. They are kind of bulky. It can go up that much so you can get some good flight positions. Down that much. It can go wobble left and right, as well as go side to side, left and right. His little shoulders here, you can lift them up so you can get some more articulation here. They're a bit fragile there on this rubber piece, but without doing that, his arms can go forward that much, back that much, in and out, does have the bicep rotation, does have the double jointed elbow. It's kind of stiff and rubbery and stuff, so to be careful. Wrists can fully rotate as well as go out and in. As far as his abs go here, he can go forward that much. Careful of the paint on the silver and stuff. Back that much. Can actually rotate fully on this nice rackety joint as well as go left and right. As far as his legs go, he can go in and out that much, can basically do the splits, does have the thigh rotation, 2 joints at the knee, and as far as the feet go, it's kind of hindered because of this giant piece here, but can go back that much, forward that much, and he does have the ankle pivot slightly. As for size, you can tell I do have the Mark II War Machine next to the standard NECA figure. I do have Freddy Krueger, as well as the standard Marvel Legends figure, and I did bring Kraven here. And here he is next to my alpaca. As for accessories, this guy does come, of course, with his famous turret. I wish there was some more paint decals on here. It's just a solid metallic black. Don't get me wrong, it does match his armor and stuff, but I would have preferred some more silver, or at least some battle damaged, scuffs and everything. But besides that, you can tell there's some pretty good detail here with all the indentations, all the lines and panels and everything. It does have a bit of articulation. It can rotate here, it can go forward and back. You can have a lot of motions with this. And of course, if you do want to put this on his back, you could tell that it does have a peg right here, and there are holes here. I do like putting it on his left side. It doesn't matter where you put it. So all you do is plug it in and articulate it the way you want it to. You can have it folded back. You can rotate it so he's in not really a battle-ready position, or you can, articulate it any way you want. And last but not least, he does come with the Rhodey or the Don Cheadle head sculpt. It actually looks like him. Don't get me wrong. I'm trying to get a bit better lighting here. I'm going to increase my light to show you guys if you could see it. Just this faceplate is really blocking it, but it looks like him. It really does. I'm actually surprised. Better than the Tony Stark ones, but a lot of great detail on this. Do love the paint applications. There's not really any battle damage, unfortunately, and one thing I do appreciate is that, the mask is proportioned, so if you were to actually put it down, it would match, and his visors are all shut down, and they're kind of hollow and stuff, which is kind of cool. And of course, you can put this on the figure. All you do is just, I'm going to put this down here and just plop off the head. It's kind of biatch to do. Then what we do is grab the head, and you just gotta force it on there, and gosh, it is not going well. Okay, I did it. You could tell it looks pretty damn good, actually, especially from afar, although it's not, very good quality of a head sculpt, you could tell it's Don Cheadle, and giving you guys good rotation. It looks really good, actually. I might actually keep him with this new sculpt. And before I forget, he of course does come with the Hulkbuster head for the Hulkbuster action figure that I have built. Really great paint decals. Do love the red and the gold, how they mix together. I don't want to get too much into this since I do want to save it for my actual Hulkbuster review, but he almost fell, but there you go. So overall, this is a pretty good figure. Although it's repaint, he does come with a brand new head sculpt, and it's just nice to add to your collection. I mean, there's no limit. Let me tell you people, there is no limit to how many Iron Man figures you are allowed to have. Just remember that, the wise words of Sunspot. And with that said, people, if you did enjoy this video, please like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you viewers do on a daily basis, and I will see you guys in my next video.